Hey guys, welcome back to another Bless Unleashed video. So today we would like to talk to you about whether you should play this game or not and the likes and dislikes that I have for this game. This is going to be unbiased because I've never played Bless Online or any of the Bless games that they have or all that other stuff, that drama and stuff like that. So yes, unfiltered. So let's start with the combat. I really like the combat in this game. However, starting out when I first did the combat system in this, I did not like it because it felt really clunky. But now that when you get used to it, it actually feels pretty okay. It's not great, but it's okay. I like it's almost similar to the combat system with Godfall, if you ever play Godfall, but it's not as fluid as Godfall. I like Godfall's combat system a lot better than this, but it's almost similar. It's close, and it's similar to a single player experience in terms of combat. I really like that aspect because it felt like Witcher 3 or AC Odyssey and all the AC games. It felt like you're really in control with your character. It doesn't feel like you're in Guild Wars 2 where you're like kind of far away from your character and it's not like you're really immersed into it. But for this game, it seems like you're immersed to it when you're in the combat system. So how the combat system works is like a combo system. So when you hit, you have a small amount of time before you can use your next click. So if you do not click right then and there, it will reset your combo and then you'll have to start all over. When you dodge, it doesn't reset your combo and you can continue on with that. But when you dodge, you're kind of dodging away from the guy really far away. So you might not be able to finish up your combo either way. So if they are able to make the dodging system, or maybe you can position yourself where you dodge into the opponent and you can finish off your combo, then that would be good. So how would you know what kind of combos you have? You go to combos over here. So you see all the variations that you can do in this game. And remember that these are all combos with your right and left click or your R triggers for this game. And also remember you have 4 abilities that you could use along with the combos that you are given in this game. Let's go back over here. So you're doing left click, left click, left click, right click, right click, right click. And then, or you could do a combo. You could use one of your utility skills in between of any of these and still continue on with your combos. So you can hit a lot of combos within a short amount of time. So it will feel like your combos are going to be really fluid and it won't seem like it's too repetitive because there are a lot of variations that you can do with your combos. Moving on to the open world content in this game. I like the open world content in this game because there is no cutscenes, or not cutscenes, but there's no loading screens when you are entering a new map or entering your own instance. So when you enter your own instance, you will notice that there is a blue kind of AoE that tells you you're inside an instance and nobody else is going to be there to help you within that fight. And when you exit your instance, it's just going to be a blue AoE again, and then you'll be exited and people start appearing on your map. There is no loading screen, which is very nice. I wish other games had this continuation because it makes immersion a lot better, and this game is definitely quite immersive. So another thing that I like about this game is the individual loots after each kill. So when you're doing a boss and you kill it, someone else comes along and kill it and helps you. Everybody get their own individual loot, just like how Guild Wars 2 system works. However, when you are gathering nodes, everybody shares that node. So if someone gets it first, you won't be able to gather from that node and you have to find another one. However, there are nodes that are big enough for everybody to gather in this game simultaneously. So I don't know why they didn't just make it for the entire gathering nodes, because Guild Wars 2, every node you gather is specific to you only. But in this game, you share some, and some of them you guys can gather together as well. I also like how the matchmaking works a little bit, but there are drawbacks to it. So in this game, the matchmaking, you're able to join in on a dungeon group without even going to a dungeon location. It's just going to be on your tab, and you just do matchmaking, and you select whichever dungeon you want to play. And then there is a gear score. If you do not meet the gear score requirement, you won't be able to join that particular dungeon. You have to meet that requirement before you can join and play with other people within your level. Also, if you are over level for a particular area, you will not get experience from it or if you are very under level from a particular area and you do manage to kill something, you won't get any loot from it either. I also like how they show you the path that you need to go in order for you to reach your next destination. They have a little blue sparkly line for your main quest and then yellow line for your side quest if you choose to put a pathfinder on them. I also like that in this game, it doesn't require you money or anything, an item to revive your brethren when they die in battle. But however, when you die, you are able to either use go to another location to revive, or you could use one of those revive tickets, which at the moment I don't know how to get more of. So when players are reviving you, then I'm unsure how many players can revive you, because sometimes during battle, only one person can revive you, but then outside of battle, I see 2 people are reviving me. So there is something I also do not like about the revive system is that when you are reviving and then you get interrupted, you have to start over the channeling. And then there are like 3 levels that a person gets revived from. So if you're at level 1, it's faster to revive because you only died once and then you get resurrected once. But then if you die again, you're at level 2 and you have to get resurrected again, but this time is a lot slower. And then at level 3, even slower. So when you get interrupted, you have to start over that channeling, and it's very annoying whenever you get interrupted like that. Another thing that I like about this game is the population size. There are about 35,000 right now currently in game playing, and the most I've seen an active user is 70 to 80,000 people playing in the game at once. So right now it's 35,000 and it's around 1 p.m. Pacific. So this isn't necessarily the peakest hour, but there are a lot of people playing this game for now. We don't know how many people will stay around, so let's just wait and see. Alright, so let's get into the dislike about this game. So number 1 is the pay to win aspects of this game. I mean, you don't necessarily need to pay anything to win, but it's going to take you a while to get good gear and all the stuff that you need to get, like the blessings and everything like that. But if you have a lot of money, real life money, you can just pay for all the blessings that you need and your equipments as well, because you can pay for the gold as well. So I don't like it. And since that equipment in this game is quite rare, and if you're able to pay your way through good equipment, that's considered a pay to win aspect. But it doesn't take away how fun the combat system is and getting your own gear and pretty much playing it through yourself without even relying on paying for anything right now, because I am not in the end game. So I'm unsure how effective the pay to win aspect is. Right now, I don't feel like I need to pay for anything in order for me to win, and I do have around 25 hours in. Another thing that I do not like about this game, which is kind of minor, but I really do not like how you cannot run and jump at the same time. You have to stop your run and then you can jump, which is pretty silly, and I don't understand why they do that. And another thing that I don't like about this game is gathering materials are too slow. I know there are equipments that you can increase your gathering speed, but I still think it's too slow. And to sacrifice your main combat gear to get equipment gear to allow you to gather faster, without any templates or anything like that, is quite weird to me, because you should have templates if you're going to have separate gear for separate different activities in this game. Another minor issue is that the story has very too little no voice acting, and the storyline is very dull. I don't really pay attention to the story in this game because it's not interesting at all to me. However, if I do keep going on with this game, maybe the story will start to improve, hopefully. So I'm just hoping for that. Another thing that I do not like about this game is the mounts, because they have endurance bar, and the endurance bar is quite fast to use up, and you have to travel quite a long distance. Also, I am spoiled with Guild Wars 2 mounts, because Guild Wars 2, every single mount can have their own ability and they do their different functions. But in this mmorpg, just like many others, their mount system is quite lacking, and if you compare it to Guild Wars 2, that's how you would see it lacking. But if you were to compare it to other MMOs, I'm pretty sure it's probably the same, because every mount, probably the better mounts will get you better endurance bar, and then that's it. It doesn't have any other special abilities to it. Another thing that I do not like is that when you are running during combat, you waste a lot of stamina, and something like that is a turnoff to me. However, it's probably something crucial in PvP, because closing gaps and all that stuff, that's understandable. But in PvE, wasting stamina just to get to your next enemy while in combat is like, oh, it's kind of taking away the the pace in this game is making it a lot slower to gap up to your next monster kill. There are some things that I'm neutral about, which is fishing, the side quests, the gearing and equipments that they have in this game, the dungeons, and I think that's about it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little review that I have for this game. For now, I am going to continue playing this game, but I probably won't be playing this game for too much longer. Maybe I'll put in around 50 to 100 hours, and then that will probably be it. We'll see how it will attract me at end game, because I heard that the end game is PvP and people are able to open world PvP in this game, so we'll see how that is like. Alright guys, if you liked the video, like the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!